Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Actually, I do think maybe one more thing, maybe the contrast could go up a little bit. Okay, let's see what we have to demo with. We have here a bracelet that looks like it's been powder coated, like a powder coat industrial sort of paint job, sort of like that. It's an interesting piece. It's not a piece I would typically like to wear. I'm not the kind of person that likes powder coated things that much, so just going to make this into a nice piece to demo with. Hopefully that'll be big enough. Yeah, that looks interesting. I didn't want it to be that off the edge there. That's as big as it'll go. It won't go any bigger than that on the enlargement. So I'm just going to move it across a little bit, just like that. Yeah, that looks a bit better now. That looks... I actually think maybe a bit further down for that part. So just push it down a little bit. Maybe still push that a little bit further. It's a little bit tricky, folks. I'm trying to get it just right. Yeah, looks like I did it wrong with that part. I did want this to be on the edge, like not just off the edge there, but that way. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to move it back. I'm going to move it down a bit, down this way, just a fraction. Tricky. Yeah, that's turned out better. Not perfect, but I think that'll pretty much do the job. I'm really missing someone in my life. His name is Luigi, and I'm trying to get this creative work to go to air on the 6 o'clock news, to get in touch with him, because I'm really lonely without him. His name is Luigi. I think I did say that. He really means the world, or should I say the universe, to me. That's how much I love him and I miss him. And it really hurts to be separated from him the way I have been because of stupidities when I was young. I did some really stupid things, and I never got to find Luigi as my future husband. We never got together that we should have got together. We should have been together as young as when I was 19, but unfortunately I did stupid things, as I said. One thing led to another, and I'm not talking about a heated sexual advance. The opposite. I was cold. I was a cold fish. I had been in other relationships where sexual abuse was happening, and I did not enjoy it. I did not get turned on, pretty much. It was pretty cold and hard and really nasty kind of situations I found myself in. Very cold and very nasty relationships I had that didn't make me feel satisfied in any way, shape or form. So you got to be careful, folks, who you date or who you go out with, who you relate to. You got to find someone who loves you, and if they want to touch you or kiss you or have sex with you against your will, this is what they deserve, folks. The fucking middle finger. No. No means no. You know, no means no. You got to say no, folks. If you find yourself in a relationship where someone is coercing you or abusing you, especially if they force themselves onto you, but even if they're just verbally trying to get you to do it, just break it off. Break off the relationship. Get away from it. It's not worth it, folks. Not just for the women, but for the men also. It may not happen to men as much as women, but believe you me, it can happen, and you just got to put the middle finger up and say, fuck off. Tell them to fuck off with their bullshit. Anyway, that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.